Peter Parker is a stupid cuckold.
All right.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, the whole thing with Superman regaining. Well, the only thing is Superman regained his secret identity that Mr. Bendis took away for some odd reason. Aged up John,
Yeah.
which I still don't agree with. And
Yeah, that's bad.
and after all that shit, trying to get Superman Red and Blue back together and from the New 52 shit, and then establish Superman and John Kent as a duo as a super family and Lois Lane as well, to be taken away due to we got Bendis after Marvel. And then Bendis is like, "Oh, cool! I'm gonna make him like the Superman I used to remember when I was a kid, and just go with that and change everything, age up the little boy because I don't know him, I don't care about him, and story wise, it don't make no lick of sense no matter how you play it. I do not believe Lois Lane would ever let some random person who is Clark's dad, Kryptonian father, take his son away from them. I refuse to believe that Lois Lane would ever allow that shit.
Oh my god, he got
Yeah, no, I don't think she'll either.
It's Lois fucking Lane. She is a military. She's an army brat. You don't think she would go all? She would go all fucking. I'm gonna burn this place down if you take my son away from me or something.
Yeah, I hate it when writers decide to like backtrack the shit out of it to like go back to, hey, let's take it back to the old times. So you want to digress so you want everything to digress back to before they were developed and go back to yeah. Good job. That's the smartest idea. Sarcasm.
I like
At this
Bendis,
point,
but
based on what you were saying, I'm just imagining whoever.
Bendis has good ideas, but he also has bad ideas.
Sorry, Ben, go. Sorry.
Oh no, just imagine
Sorry.
whoever took the boy. You're good. Just whoever took the boy, just sort of being like, I don't care if you're an army brat. I'm a Kryptonian. I can totally beat you up. She's like, oh really? Hey, how much time have you spent in the sun recently? And then they just sweat drop.
You need a tan, boy.
You do need a tan.
Was Jor-El in this? Did Jor-El like absorb all that sun radiation at that time, or so that Lois could kick his ass?
I don't know.
I mean, imagine putting him under red sun or some other sun.
Okay, Lois could definitely kick his ass unless that version of Jor-El had some military training, which I doubt.
Jor-El is a fucking scientist from Krypton. What the fuck does he know about fighting?
You may not have been a poor fuck, but he's a brilliant scientist.
He's a brilliant scientist, but he does not know how to fight. If he has super strength, he just knows how to brawl. He doesn't know how to fight. There's a difference.
Yeah.
All right, he's still a scientist, so
He's still a scientist, but okay. So John's 17 now. That's fine. I like John. Whatever. I mean, it took me a minute, but I like John, and it's not because he came out as LGBTQ and he's bisexual. Good for him. Wonderful. It's just the fact that it's just the fact they took Super Sons away, and it's like that was one of the best things right there.
They artificially aged him up too much.
Yeah,
I don't like when they do that.
John Kent was 10 and now he's 17. They could have just made him like the same age as John, really, as Damon.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, they could have made him 13. Be all right.
Yeah, he could finally be his dream with his best friend and joining the Teen Titans, and they would have a super character to have a super character that they need in that team, not just the alien girl.
I mean, that's what Bendis should have done, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But he wanted to go back to like how he grew up, and like no, that you're taking away all that character development.
You are.
I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
I don't read DC that often. I did read some stuff with Damian when he had a giant red Clifford the Red Dog bat thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The idea of taking the character who was presented in that comic and forcing him to sit through whatever coming out of the closet Superboy talk he would give Damien sounds hilarious. I would pay money to read it.
I think it was acknowledged about that thing and doing that Pride issue like last year.
I just imagine him being wildly uncomfortable because he doesn't really process emotions, and he's like, "It's like, are you mad? No, you seem mad. I always seem mad."
It's Damien, of course.
Well, Damien is the son of Bruce Wayne, so of course he always looks mad.
Yeah,
I
him
have
and Talia.
choice.
But no,
Yeah, totally this one.
Yeah.
Damien was cool with the fact that Damien was so cool with it though because it's Damien. Of course, that's his best friend. No matter what age they are, they still got that connection more or less. The fact of the matter is they are the children of the Trinity, and now we got news that Wonder Woman is going to have a daughter named Trinity.
Yeah.
Literally named
Oh,
Trinity.
hey, that's on the nose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trinity.
That's funny. That's funny.
Trinity, finally. She
And I
bleeds.
read, and from what it looks like, by Tom King, I think. No,
Yes.
yeah, Tom
Yes,
King. Tom King. He said that he just imagined a Damien and John being with their surrogate little sister or something, just taking care of her and everything when she's a kid. He just had that thought.
Yeah.
That's what it means to have a family because no matter what Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman are kind of family, even if it's not really like said. Just like got that
Yes.
connection, and their
It's a
children.
superhero. It's
Yeah.
a superhero family thing.
It's
Yeah.
a family thing, and their kids would pretty much be all close to one another, more or less.
Mhm. Very true.
And honestly, I can imagine John always being the one to like, kind of spoil Trinity if they were kids, and Damien just being the the fuck off the edgy brother to her, but
The edgy middle child.
the edgy
Yeah.
middle child, but loves his little sister very much and would fuck you up if you did anything to her to make her
Yes,
cry. I will
exactly.
burn this entire building down if you mess with my little sister.
Yeah.
We left this sassy child here.
Yes.
Exactly. Look, the sassy challenge.
from One Punch Man.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Who's the sassy little child?
But it's good to know that Trinity, or I guess Wonder Woman, is going to have a kid, but somehow be an adult. However that works with her, it worked for her.
Hyperbolic time chamber. No way, that's just 1 year.
I mean, it's possible, you know.
Comic book shenanigans.
Comic book shenanigans, but I believe whatever store she's going to come in is supposed to be taking place in the future.
Yes.
Okay, that would explain why.
So,
Yeah, it's in the future.
so we don't know how. But again, we don't know. I guess it's going to be a surprise who the father is, and if it's turned out to be fucking
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne, I'll be stunned. Like, oh, they're going the Justice League cartoon route. Okay,
Oh god, Bruce is like, yeah.
I have a
Spreading
kid.
my-
I have another one.
spreading my seed around.
Bruce fucked the goddess.
Bruce like, I'm upgrading.
I had Talia. That's fine. Now I got Wonder Woman.
Talia. Now I have Wonder Woman. Now I just gotta, get Selena pregnant and I'll have completed my Trinity.
Oh my God, Selena. Oh my God, I don't feel like Selena. I mean, it would be interesting.
It's not gonna happen, but
It would.
just imagine.
So we got Damian Wayne, Helena Wayne, and Trinity.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, technically he did have a kid. I mean, there's
Old continuity where she gave up the baby, and it was like hinted that it was Bruce's.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, the old continuity before they retconning it.
Yeah, their daughter was their daughter was Huntress, right?
Yes. Yeah, the old continuity, she was Huntress.
And if you want to know who Huntress is, go watch the old Birds of Prey WB show.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey, that opening was great.
I mean, I
Opening
do
was fucking
have
great.
the DVD.
Same. It's great.
Okay, when I watched Birds of Prey on Tubi, like I don't know what's still on there. Like I was watching a few episodes, and the opening was different. So I guess they lost the license to it.
Oh, it wasn't the Edgelord song. Oh, that sucks. Revolution.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can fully.
yeah, they didn't have that song. It happened the same thing with Charmed. Like when you watch Charmed on Netflix or Hulu, like it does not have that one song that was on
How
The
soon
Craft.
is now? How soon is forever?
Yeah,
Forever.
yeah. When I was watching it on Netflix, like before I moved here, I was like, "Where's the song? What the fuck?"
Yeah, same thing got
And,
happened to Married Children.
Love
and
and Marriage? Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think. What's the DVDs that did that? I forget now. I think it might have been
Oh.
DVDs actually.
and my folks, they have like the box set of the show Tour Duty, and originally on its original broadcast, they had Painted Black by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
But in the DVD release, they have like some instrumentals, like
Oh,
Yeah.
because they apparently they lost the license to some of the songs.
damn.
Yeah, that happened. Sadly, just don't want to pay for royalties.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, like licensing is weird when it comes to like
Licensing sucks.
Evangelion,
television.
Neon Genesis, Evangelion, everyone.
Yeah.
I think everyone still have
Remember
to about that
Netflix?
shit.
They couldn't afford that.
Yeah, they couldn't afford Fly Me to the Moon, which
Yeah.
like the
All
one they
its
have is like
variations sung by the Seiryu.
it's a cover. Like what? Licensing's weird.
Yeah, if you ever want to hear Rei Ayanami Megumi Hachibara sing Fly Me to the Moon, it is on YouTube. You'll love it. Or Asuka.
Yes, it's.
Or
Or Asuka,
Masato,
yeah.
maybe.
I mean, no, good with singing.
Or Shinji Megumi Ogata. He sings it too.
Yes.
Or does she?
Oh, yeah.
Or does she sing Cruel Angel Thesis? I forget.
Mm,
No, it doesn't matter.
I mean, they could probably all sing.
I heard her. I heard
Be
all
like so good.
I remember back in like a decade when YouTube wasn't so YouTubing, I guess. I heard like a all rendition of Cruel Angel Thesis sung by Masato, Rei, and Asuka. That was great.
I mean, I'm sure they did it.
Yes, Ben.
If it's a pronunciation thing, I should keep it to myself, right?
No, go say it. How am I pronouncing it?
Thesis?
How does it pronounce?
Isn't it?
Thesis.
Thesis? Really?
Like,
Yes.
Oh. Oh, I always called it Cruel Angel Thesis because Thesis, but it's Thesis.
English, why are you so fucked?
Yeah,
God damn it!
I mean, English is a weird language.
It does sound cooler though.
Reasons. Because English is a mix of Latin, French, some German.
English is a language that exists because a lot of people were trying to speak together and it was hard.
And then mixed together.
I speak two languages: English, bad English.
I am so my apologies for mispronouncing thesis all this time. You must forgive me. I always thought it was thesis.
It's all good. English.
I've never heard thesis in my life.
Oh my god, I was alone. Oh fuck me. Oh god.
English is
This is why I didn't want to bring it up.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
You're getting the raw material emotion from me. That's a good thing.
Hey, don't blame yourself. I fucked up like reading Dune. I fucked up like with Benny Gesserit, and I'm like,
Don't worry. Name pronunciation.
And if people like listen to the previous podcast and they hear me say Benny Gesserit, and I'm like, fuck, it's Benny Gesserit, you fuckhead.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
It's all good. We all have those fuck ups in English. 'Cause English is a hard language.
I think Benny Gesserit's like a made up thing that's like inspired by like Arabian language. I don't know. So somebody who knows Dune better than me will probably comment I don't know. We don't get much comments.
We really don't.
Except for that long ass thesis for Blood Plus.
All right, I still need to read that.
I mean, it's a great thesis.
It's like
too.
it's like
Or say,
10 posts. Like I could joke around, but I will admit that's like not gonna lie, that's dedication. So
Thank
yeah,
you,
Oh,
person who did that.
thank you. Really love
and when I read that, I was like, we really fucked this up, didn't we?
Oh
Like-
wait, what?
With some parts, because there's some stuff that we left out on the Blood Plus episode, and I think it's because of like either A, I couldn't remember it, and B, time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't get through everything.
So we just like truncated to like what we thought were the important parts, and the other lore stuff. Like we just we
That's why we have Wikipedia for.
Close enough.
It was 50 episodes, and I admit
Yeah.
I barely paid attention. I only try to remember the highlights, honestly.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we barely remembered a bunch of things because like the schedule of trying to watch it was so sporadic. Like
It was. That was our most sporadic. Which actually, yeah, that was because
Yeah.
beforehand
How
we
we
were
do things
consistent.
here.
it
yeah.
was it was our most inconsistent schedule because like holidays. We went to places I went out of town a couple days,
Mhm.
like a couple of those weeks. What else? Some of us couldn't be here together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was just a weird time.
Yes.
That's bad timing and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just ended up just being the three of us.
Yeah, for Vandred.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for Rebecca.
Well, only for Vandred, there was only just three of us.
Yeah, too. So, hey, it worked out for us.
Yes. But yeah, pronunciation sucks, so forgive me for saying it's thesis. I'll make sure to keep that in mind for the rest of my life. Thesis.
Don't worry.
No, it's fine,
Eng-
Benny. I like it. Thank you.
English is a difficult language and pronunciation just as bad.
Yeah, so it's like even if you
Just
see
about-
the so if you see like a word like if you see the word concerto, you don't pronounce it concerto. It's concerto.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. English is a strange language because of reasons.
I'm an expert in nameology. Willem Dafoe, Boondock Saints.
Oh yeah, we watched that like a while ago. We watched that.
It was a
Hell
while
yeah.
ago.
Oh, yeah, such great movie.
That's where I started saying fuck ass because of a man because of the one of the characters has Tourette's and says fuck ass.
That's his go-to
Yes.
word. So.
Fuck off.
Also, my dad says it, so like okay, it's my catchphrase on the internet.
So we have your dad to thank for that.
That and Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
If we ever do Boondock Saints as a commentary, we'll have to do a drinking game with the amount of slurs in it. Because holy crap,
God. Oh, God.
holy crap, the on-PC slurs in that movie, I will probably get buzzed
Yeah.
by the halfway point.
It'll be a fun commentary.
It is a product of its time, so yeah,
Mm,
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Sadly, that happens. Like Van Dred's product of his time. For
Yeah,
us.
especially we'll get to Vandred when we do the episode.
Yeah, we will.
if you wonder,
Funny.
oh, sorry, hold on.
That was like 23 years ago. Yeah. Different times.
Okay, so anyone that got to this point, if you're wondering how we got into this conversation, this is just a random video. We were talking about how, spoiler alert, I'm sorry if this is how you're gonna learn this news.
Ms. Marvel Kamala Khan is killed off in a Spider-Man comic, and it's
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
How is it a spoiler alert? That's
Stupid.
all over Twitter.
Well,
Yeah.
you'd be very surprised. There are people who don't read comics, and I don't even know who watches this. So.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Like when I woke up and saw it, I was like, "What? Really? Thanks, Twitter."
in the current comic run, where Peter Parker's a stupid cuckold.
Mm.
Yeah, that should be the episode title.
Peter Parker's a stupid cuckold. Hey, that's the first. I mean, that's the first words I said during the recording.
Yeah.
So
It's the thing.
it's unfortunate that we have come to this point, but okay, it was bound to happen. Sadly,
It was
Yeah.
Peter Parker. Like, oh my god.
no one cares.
Thanks, Marvel.
No one cares about Peter, so we have to. Everyone's always bitching about Peter or Spider-Man. It's like, okay, we need.
They're like, they just ruined something.
He's just an idiot. Like, what the fuck, Peter?
Yeah. Oh well. He'll eventually, hopefully, grow out of it at some point.
And yeah, and the whole like twist with Mary Jane, like, why did they separate? And it's just like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, that one.
It's dumb. It's bad.
It is.
Yeah.
So, oh, if we're talking about random comics, then Fantastic Four seems to be doing fine under Ryan North, so I have no complaints.
I'm hearing good things about them.
Johnny Storm with a handlebar mustache.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he has that mustache.
Mustache.
Like Johnny, you going through a phase or something?
He is. Apparently, due to some stuff that Reed did, because due to an invasion from the negative zone, he placed the vicinity around the Baxter building and said building in a kind of temporal stasis. He flung them into the future, apparently, and he can't bring them back until 1 year passes our time. And this kind of separated, and this kind of brought a lot of emotion from Ben and Alicia, who just adopted 2 kids, alien kids, a Kree and a Skrull, and they were upset with Reed for what he did. And the way Ryan North is writing Reed, really showcasing that he really is on the spectrum, pretty much. So, not that I'm saying his choices is based off his being on the spectrum. It's just Reed's a logical person by nature, and he said, "You trust me?" And they said yes, but they didn't know what he was going to do until it happened, and then he had to.
Do you trust me? Absolutely not.
But Reed broke down the way Ryan North and the artist that is attached to this, just doing Reed, is a breath of fresh air. He is no longer just this analytical person who doesn't understand. He really is an emotional person. He's just bound by logic and rationality.
Yeah, that I can see that being like, like on spectrum.
Yes. So
I can also bring something up, but like I think it's a little bit accidentally calling you out, so I feel like I shouldn't do that.
It's about Reed or what I just said, because I am trying to get this correct.
Oh no, this is totally different. It's about Ryan North and conversations you used to have with Dan.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Like, you're like really into Ryan North now?
Yes.
I remember when you very much weren't into like Dan's love of Squirrel Girl.
Oh God, I remember.
Guess who wrote that comic?
Ryan North. Okay. It was more due to the fact it was Squirrel Girl.
But it was a really good one of Squirrel Girl because it was by Ryan North.
I didn't think. Look. I can admit. I can eat crow with this. Yes, I can eat crow. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's good. But okay, at the time, not that this excuses anything, but at the time, if we're talking about this a couple of years ago, I was an asshat. I was an uppity asshole who made very insensitive jokes at the time that didn't really get it, kind of, or just chose to be an ignorant asshole. And I was kind of being a bitch to Dan because he said some things, and I was just not really happy at that time.
That's fair.
I
Sorry,
would have
brought
to
it up. I
submit.
thought it would be funny.
No, it is funny, and it's
Oh,
funny in hindsight because I didn't think much of said person who did Squirrel Girl at the time because
I mean, I don't
it's-
even know if you knew who they were at that.
Huh?
I don't. Did you even know who Ryan North was at that point?
Oh, I just knew who Squirrel Girl was, and I'm thinking, who the fuck? Why is everyone so upset? Why is everyone happy about Squirrel Girl? What the fuck does she do?
I mean, Squirrel Girl's like the joke character of Marvel.
She's
I
the
mean,
joke
if I
character,
were-
but she gets when you take her so seriously, it's like, doesn't that take away the joke?
Because the Ryan North run was very fun.
Didn't Squirrel Girl at one point beat Thanos?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Alright.
I
I
cannot be
love how in
taken.
the Ryan North run she
She's the umbrella of comics.
What you
She's
say,
a
Ben?
joke character.
I love how in the Ryan North run she defeats Galactus with friendship.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Ooh.
as much as I can't really fathom that it works. So.
I just love
guess.
how it's just like a joke about how like every time Galactus attacks Earth, that the same thing happens, and she's like, "You just want to cut to the chase, where I find you a different uninhabited planet to eat," and he's like, "Yeah, that would make
Yes.
this a lot easier."
Well,
I'm hungry
yes.
for empty planets, empty calories.
But then again, Galactus himself has become kind of a joke because with everything he's been through.
Yeah. Let's make Galactus not a joke again. And if it
And I was on the Fantastic Four kick. All you need to know, everything's kind of calmed down for the Fantastic Four now. But if you're wondering, are they in any other crossovers? Not really, due to what's going on with them, and I'm happy with that. Keep them away from whatever nonsense is going on, and because no one acknowledges the Fantastic Four anymore because of reasons,
sadly,
which is fine with me. Because if the X-Men want to be all, oh, we're so great, we got a Hellfire Gala coming, yeah, you have fun with that shit, okay?
you messed up.
I am a little salty that the Fantastic Four can never go to the gala in a nice outfit. It's just the Avengers that do that shit, and it's like, oh, okay, what? So the Fantastic Four can't be acknowledged? Okay, whatever, fine, whatever. We don't need you anymore.
I always found gals to be fucking tacky anyway.
It's not
Yeah.
tacky. I mean, it's just. I mean, okay, honestly, when you see Anne Hathaway's dress at that gala that came out like a couple weeks ago, a month ago, I'll be honest, that shit was fire. I'm like, oh shit.
Everyone, like some of those dresses and suits are good.
Yeah. I don't know much
Not
about
the
them,
thing
but damn, that shit
they
was
weren't
great.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Met Gala's like, fancy. I mean, obviously for the museum there,
Mm,
but the Metropolitan,
It's not for me.
mm.
yeah.
But-
No, it's understandable.
But anyway, the X-Men are fine. The fans are fine. Everything's going great for the X-Men. Yeah. Okay, so Fantastic
Kids
Four.
are all right.
All right. I'm sticking with the Fantastic Four, and I'm fine with that. If I hear any interesting information, whatever goes on, past, post, Hellfire Gala, I guess you'll find out. But whatever.
One thing I found, like, okay, it was like, it's been a while ago, but like, something about, like, okay, back to the Spider-Man thing, but instead of Peter, Miles, last time I heard from Miles on the comic, currently, what I found out is that he has a fucking lightsaber.
He has a spirit sword. Okay, come on, man.
Yeah, they from the bioelectric powers of his Venom Blast. And it's like,
I'm just imagining him holding the fucking thing and yelling Urameshi, but I can't imagine him yelling.
You're messy.
so Miles has something cooler than what Peter has, like where Peter's just having like some convoluted plot about what happened with him between him and Mary Jane, and him and Peter being a stupid cuckold, versus Miles having a fucking lightsaber and and that's cooler. Oh.
Yeah, that's great for Miles though that they're expanding his ability set or whatever. So
He has a spirit sword. It's cool. It's ridiculous, but it's cool.
yes, it is.
Okay, now I'm just imagining Spider-Man and fucking Miles on a rooftop, And Miles is like, "Oh man, Peter, it's been such a long time. How are you?" And then Peter's like, "Actually, things are really not going super great right now, Miles. But thank you for
It's
asking. How are you?"
worse.
And then it pans back over to Miles, who has his hoodie up and has like his lightsaber on the other side of him and has his hand out and is wiggling his fingers and is about to like try to do his best Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then he just kind of retracts the lightsaber and goes, "Nothing. It's just normal over here. Sorry that's happening
It's
to you, man."
normal. Things are going great.
About to tell you that I had a lightsaber, but you seem really bummed out.
Yeah, way to bring down the Pete. Yeah. Oh, Pete, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Pete.
1,000% about it. Start making lightsaber noises with his mouth, and just Peter ruins it.
Mm-hmm.
Then again,
uh,
Miles and Pete haven't really hung out as we thought they were gonna do when he came into this universe or whatever. So
yeah. You know, instead of paying attention to what Peter's doing, I should pay attention to what Miles is doing because he has a cool spirit sword
yes,
right now.
yeah,
He's got a better run than Peter at the moment, so.
yeah.
Hey, for all you Spider-Man readers, go read Miles if you're sick of Peter right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't take any more doom and gloom.
is it because Into the Spider-Verse is coming out, right?
Yes, yeah, Across the
Next
Spider-Verse is
Across.
coming out. Yeah,
Yes.
and Miguel in that movie has Guyver blades. Like, what the hell?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Like the little arm blades on his elbows. That's cool.
He's out for blood against Miles for some odd reason.
Of course.
Well,
Yes.
if you think about it, Miles, the spider that bit Miles in the movie was from Alchemax, and Alchemax is a 2099 thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that brings them close together and as enemies and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Miles, why did you start Skynet? Sky what?
Sky what?
Basically.
What is this Skynet? Just imagine all these Terminators.
And I'm just imagining fucking that scene happens and the fucking Spider-Man from fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe shows up and he's like, "You know that really old movie with the robots?" And Miles just looks at him like, "You need to fucking stop doing that."
You need to stop making these robots, man.
Like him saying, remember that old movie? You don't need to call it an old movie, Peter. People know what those are.
You remember that old movie from 1977? Like, God damn
Pretty much.
it. It's not like, hey, remember this movie from 1929?
Okay, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'll be stunned if anyone ever mentions anything about night. Oh God, what was that movie I like? That old no war movie I like. Into the Night or something. No, Night After Dark. No, what was it?
Remember that Marx Bros movie?
Remember this old movie from the 1945 and
Yeah.
everything?
Do you remember the day the Earth stood still?
Okay, thank you. We'll use that as a reference. What?
Like what? Or well, you mean the 2005? Or
No, I
whatever
mean
movie?
the old version, man.
I mean the original version.
The original
What?
Klaatu, Varata, Nikto.
You remember the Blob? The one from the 80s? No, the original Blob.
You remember the original thing? What? You mean the John Carpenter one? Hell yeah. No,
Do you
the original one. But yes.
Do you remember The Fly, the Cronenberg one? I meant the original, but that's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Vincent Price one.
So a lot of there's a lot of so whenever Pete says that, it is kind of like a gut punch, like, oh my god, Pete, stop it, please.
Exactly. It's like
Speaking of The Fly, I actually do like I like the original, and I actually like the two movies, like the remake and its sequel. I actually do like the sequel, even though I like the first remake more.
yeah, no, I agree.
Maybe because I just like the fly creature in the second movie.
Yeah,
I
good.
honestly cannot watch the fly movies, no matter what they are, because that is a bit too much for me. That's a too much body horror.
Huh.
I mean, the Vince Price one's got fun.
I can watch
I
Attack of
I
the
like-
Gator People, but that's as far as I go.
Yeah, I like the Vincent Price movie too.
Yeah, I mean, Vince Price has a lot of good, good, charming ones. Even some of his Edgar Allan Poe / comedy ones got fun.
The new Starship Troopers game is now early access.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we watched that we watched it a month ago too, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
And even though learning that they are nothing more than fascists is very problematic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, symbolism's right there.
Finding that out was like, okay, like I was told, like, dude, you didn't know, like, it was like I was fucking what, like 12, 13 when I first watched those movies. Had no correlation of like maybe because I wasn't like big into history at the time.
No, that's unacceptable.
I was just blinded of the cool science fiction and guns shooting the fucking bugs. And I'm like,
Bugs.
oh no.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, like,
and-
if you don't know it, then you would appreciate science. But like,
And-
once you know, then you see. Oh,
And then,
that's true.
yeah, once you see it, you can never unsee it.
Yep.
I mean, it's just like Godzilla is. Well, yeah, Godzilla on the surface, it's a monstrosity, but it's also a symbol for the atomic bomb. As well.
Yeah, like the effects of the atomic bomb.
Yeah. As well as the firebombs of Tokyo.
I would never have known unless you guys said something, because again, I didn't see a absurd, gigantic.
Yeah, most people don't think about it
I don't.
Actually, I heard
because of the American version.
nerdier subtext from it from Overly Sarcastic Productions. That apparently a lot of the stuff from Godzilla was subtext for the Casa Bravo experiments going on in the Pacific Islands, and how fallout from that was making a bunch of Japanese people sick. But because of like laws made after World War II, they're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, sadly they're not.
So someone made a movie about it instead.
It's like atomic bomb, just nuclear in general, as well as experiments.
Yeah, the atomic age, where like where a lot of science fiction was like where a lot of at the time science fiction was born.
Yeah.
Some of those science fiction movies are kind of bonkers. All those B movies.
Yeah.
Attack of the Giant Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Everything was radiation based.
Radiation, the Attack of the 30-Foot Man, or the Atomic Man, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Hustle Man as well.
Oh God, there was like, I mean, these movies come on MST3K so much. Sometimes they show that shit too. God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, a lot of them are kind of cheesy.
That's a nice way to say it, Michael. That's one nice way to say it.
I mean, they're not as bad as Man of Sand and Faith. I mean, that's just a bad movie.
Now I'm remembering my phase of trying to be involved with you and Ben's whole thing of MST3K style stuff. It was a short phase, and I've learned to accept that. Okay, I at least know the gist of it now. I don't need to know that. I don't need to be that deep into it. I'm good.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be deep in it because it's not deep in itself.
It really isn't, and I just remember the lyrics about "Don't take it so damn seriously." Don't take it so seriously.
Like, oh, does he even sleep? It's just a show.
Just relax and enjoy. Just relax and enjoy the show.
Yeah, I gotta remember that, because don't think about it. As what they're saying, don't think about this shit.
Yeah, don't think about it. Just relax and enjoy the experience.
Oh
to
God, there,
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
oh God, there was this crappy fantasy movie they were showing, and I think it was on Netflix of MST3K, which I stopped watching because I just couldn't get through it. About some boy who would become a wizard to destroy some bad some bad person from killing his dad or some shit like that. It was all right, but it's like, damn, this is so
I mean,
inconsistent.
there's the stupid one with, hey, it's Bigfoot.
yes.
That one, I'm just like, oh, this is so hard to watch.
Yes.
Thank God they're there, because if I was watching it, I'd be like, oh my God, where's that gun? I'm gonna commit ritual sycophancy right here.
I guess I could say that only true. I don't want to say true film buffs because I'm not a film buff. But it seems like only ones who really like the B movie shit would watch this without MST3K commentary.
The idea is that the movies are not
Yeah.
great.
I mean, there's some B movies that are great fun,
Yeah.
but then there are a lot that are just like, what?
When I was watching MST3K on Netflix before I moved up here, there was one movie called Space Mutiny, and I was like, okay, they're doing hey, it's Red Brown, cool. And they had footage from Battlestar Galactica, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh shit!
That's how cheap some of these movies were. Like,
one of my favorite bits from that movie is like one of the characters gets killed and she's automatically back. Like a scene later, it's just like, what? Where you just dead? No, I just got better. Huh?
My favorite bits of that is they keep calling the main character dumb shit.
Yeah.
Lab Bulkhead. Hulk Vanderhuge.
So yeah, Steve just had footage of Battlestar Galactica, and I was reminded of Turkish Star Wars that like there was this like one Turkish movie that was like, it's not Star Wars, but it's called like, I don't know what it was called in English because I had like some Turkish name, but everybody calls it Turkish Star Wars, and it all because it had footage from Star Wars.
Ouch.
Of course.
Yeah, as like background footage, like you get to see the Death Star blow up and shit, and it had music from like Indiana Jones, and they had like the opening drums from the Flash Gordon theme song.
Flash.
Oh, Flash Gordon. That movie.
Flash Gordon was awesome.
That's a movie I should. I feel like that's a movie I should watch, but only hesitantly because it's like it's Flash Gordon.
I mean, it's a reformable movie.
Yeah, Flash Gordon. I like the movie. To be honest,
it's fun.
Yeah, there are some movie mistakes. Like, okay, I wouldn't say movie mistakes, but like when they're when they're the matte say matte, but like you can see like the green screen on them, and some of them are kind of transparent.
Yeah.
Some of the effects are like not great, but I love the movie anyway because it's just so cheesy and just fun.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's typical 80s filmmaking right there.
And the reason why that movie was made was because Star Wars came out, and which is ironic because George Lucas wanted to make a Flash Gordon movie because he grew up on that shit.
Yeah, that's kind of like why they changed their mind and like instead of For Eyes Only being the next Bond movie after Spy on Me, they made him Moonraker. And clearly changed the book to space because Moonraker, the book, spoilers, does not go to space. It's a freaking satellite heading to Earth. More or less.
Speaking of spice and everything, I hate that joke. I'm so sorry. That's more of a Chris and Ben. That's more of a Chris and Mike thing. They say space. That's not a me thing. Just saying.
Spice.
Are we talking about Tim Curry?
Yes, a little bit. Yes, just referencing him.
Just his fucking face.
His face is like, You have an orgasm about space, too?
Just the I cannot take this line seriously face.
Just have fun with this. Yeah, Tim Curry, you're awesome.
Thank you. Yes, you
Tim,
are.
just go ham on it. You know the script is shit, but you'll make this a B-rated video game. Sure.
Oh god, I'm remembering him in some spoof movie with Whoopi Goldberg about and called it the Miku film or some shit like that. Like, oh god, okay, I get this.
Oh yeah.
It was that movie that was like based off of not Top Gun, those 4 movies with Donald Glover and the white guy. They're a police duo. I'm too old for
Lethal
this shit.
Weapon.
Yeah, Lethal
Lethal
Weapon.
Weapon.
And
Oh yeah, I
but
gotta show you guys that.
yes,
I'll
you
show
do.
you.
Oh, you were about to say they're doing a parody of Top Gun. You mean Hot Shots?
Not Hot Shots. It was based off Lethal Weapon and
Isn't it like was that Loaded Weapon?
has Emilio Estevez and Samuel
Oh yeah,
Jackson.
Loaded Weapon.
Loaded
I
Weapon.
think.
Yeah, that movie. That was funny. Loaded Weapons.
Yes.
Okay, that's a funny movie. But yeah.
What the hell's that movie where like some guy falls off a balcony and he just like shatters like glass? I want to watch that.
What?
I don't remember. I know there's a Tim Curry movie where he falls into glass.
Oh my god! What the fuck? I'm
The
sorry.
shadow. But I'm trying to
I'm
oh,
sorry.
Man.
Okay.
Now I want to rewatch Hot Shots Part 2 because that fucking movie's hilarious.
that movie's great.
I apologize.
Kill the man with a chicken.
Anyway, as I was saying, to go back to my initial thought about Tim Curry using that whole spice thing, I was gonna bring up the fact that Chris and I one time, like last month, watched The Black Hole, and that was a trip.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, I heard you watched that movie.
That movie was a fucking trip.
It was.
LSD in space. The movie.
The Black
There
Hole
you go.
from the Freakazoid thing video. because Comic Book kept saying the Black Hole, and I say the Black Hole like that for reference. It was fucking wild. I have no thoughts about that shit. It was just wow. Okay.
I have no thoughts, only experience.
It got weird at the end where, like, when they went through the black hole, they went through fucking hell.
Hey, with Space Dante's Inferno.
Well,
Pretty much.
It's Space Hell. From the makers of Space Heaven.
The one cool shot in the movie is like where like they're running through the bridge and there's like an asteroid coming at them, and I'm like, that could be confused. That scene could be confused for today,
Yeah, I can believe it.
or something from the '90s because that shot aged well, like with the mix between like practical effects and like staging.
Nice.
I remember about the Black Hole was the robots fighting and them trying to escape the complex ship thing, and
Yeah.
besides the ending with the black hole led to some other version of hell, or was hell or whatever, before they found the light at the end of the tunnel and they found a new planet or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It was an
Just
experience.
imagine them finding the gateway to Pinhead's room.
Yeah, they went through hell and it went through that one dimension in freaking 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Watch out for space babies.
Yeah,
So-
the Star
Watch
Child.
out for the Star Children.
So
Mama.
I still need to watch. I guess I should watch 2001: Space Odyssey then.
It is not a lot happens.
It's great
It's just-
visually, but yeah.
It's a slow movie.
Got it.
Yeah, that's the problem with it.
So was the black. So was the Black Hole.
Yeah, the black hole was slow. Like, okay, if I'm gonna say which one's better, 2001. Like,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, how?
Mostly because of my Stanley Kubrick bias.
Yeah.
But also, it's a really well-made movie, and it's from the 60s, and the effects
Yeah.
aged very well.
Yeah, it does. And of course, who could forget Hal, the robot?
HAL 9000.
Yeah, Hal 9000.
So
What are
anyway,
you doing there?
so to move on. Okay, moving on from the black hole and all this stuff.
God damn it! Every time you say the black hole that way, sometimes I just mentally want to kick your ass.
Damn, stop saying the black hole that way. You're giving Chris flashbacks.
But it's fun. I can't help it. I learned it from Freakazoid.
Freakazoid.
I just get some Vietnam style flashbacks.
No.
And I just have one by Metallica playing in my head. Darkness impersonate me.
You can just
When I
hear
have
this thing.
flashbacks, it tends to be Karma Police.
Oh, dude, them? Oof. Really?
When I have flashbacks, it's that movie where I don't want to talk.
Which movie is that?
The fan force thing.
Oh God. We're gonna do that. Oh man, 19 more subs. We're gonna have to fucking do that.
Thank you for 81 subs, by the way. If you made it
Yeah,
this
thank
far,
you.
thank you very much.
But also, how fucking dare you?
How dare you make us watch that movie?
We thank you for growing our audience, but how fucking dare you make us watch that?
Some of us for a third time.
But seriously, thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you for the support. I'm joking about the movie, but still, it's a bad movie.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that twice. Once by myself, and another time for the commentary.
And I'm gonna make sure to have some notes. I don't know what notes. I just need notes for myself because I haven't watched.
You know, you've watched it, so you watched it a few times. I think you should bring alcohol to it. You deserve it, brother.
I'll try to find something.
Yeah, both times we were all sober watching it, except for Chris, who's lucky.
I skipped out on it. Like when it came out, my grandfolks visited that around that time, so I was spared it.
You're spared the trauma.
No, I'm telling you, I feel so bad that I had Michael come with me to go see this film because I thought I should hold out some hope for it, right? But then realizing that there was like me, Mike, and two other dudes randomly spread out an entire theater, and we just basically talked about it.
It was very empty.
Oh shit, that's not a good sign.
So we talked. So pretty much, we did our own MST3K style commentary. And
we were talking that I think I barely paid attention to the movie.
Did the two dudes just come up to you and go like, "Shut the fuck up"?
No.
Or they were just enjoying your commentary because the movie was boring itself.
I
don't think they heard us because they were like.
One was like to the west of us, and the other one was like the south of us, and
we were like in the back.
Yeah.
So were you guys whispering to each other?
We weren't whispering. It was just like we
were
just
talking
talked.
like normal.
Oh, so the other two didn't give a shit.
Pretty much.
No,
they didn't.
I think they were either
sleeping
or they were like looking at their phone instead.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the theater people came in to say, "Put your phones away," because I don't think they gave a shit.
There was just no one cared. I was just saying, what the fuck is this? There's no Yancey Street? Yancey Street?
Yeah.
Yancey Street?
Yeah.
I
didn't just say that.
I just know that the Thing gets his catchphrase after getting abused and
by his stupid brother, which is not even
Mm.
correct because no, you know what? I should save this for the fucking commentary. Anyway,
Yeah.
but all intents and purposes, for all was horrible. It was a bad experience. I apologize to Michael. I am so, and to this day, I still feel bad for ever going to see Fan Forcing. I am so sorry, Michael.
No,
So
it's not your fault. I mean, I wanted to give it a chance. I thought it can't be that bad, can it? And apparently I was wrong. That was wrong. It was.
Anyway.
And Ben watched it too on that commentary.
Oh
you guys
god!
did.
If you want to know the initial commentary between myself, Mike, and Ben, it's on my. I think it's on my channel. So
Yes.
if you want to just experience what we went through a little bit, watch that. But if you want some new upgraded material, just wait for when we get evidence.
Just
watch it again.
If you're a new time listener, subscribe to us if you want to see us suffer from that fucking movie.
Suffer again for some of us.
And so I can lose my fantastic virginity.
I'm gonna be honest. I remember like one joke I made during that, and I'm like, I wonder if I should bring it up or save it so I can reuse it. Hopefully, no one will notice.
I do not remember it, so maybe it's best to save it when we get there again.
Yeah, you could probably save it because I think. Yes.
But thank you, 81 subs. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
And with that, we are 55 minutes in, boys. And I think after that, I think we have enough stuff. So I guess I can stop this. But we can still talk. But yeah. Thank you. This was some good. Thank you guys thank you for going along with me with this random conversation. I hope whoever listens likes what they're experiencing. And wait for the Van Dread shit for later, and
Yeah.
Fun.
Just to conclude, I have no catchphrase with this. So,
Peter Parker is a stupid cuckold.
go ahead. See ya.